Hello everyone. Welcome to Please Enter Your Name. Alter Ego Personality Development Profile. I shall select my own personality. Because I'm a badass. And I should be allowed to customize myself like that. I will probably try to answer these questions honestly. True. I'm likely to speak whatever comes to mind. Today, true. I'm a light sleeper. Not true. Revenge is sweet. Yes. It's also very, very cold. Sweet and cold. Like a popsicle. I often feel slow, tired, and down in the dumps. No. An important part of every job is knowing who to impress. Unfortuitously. I'm fascinated by car accidents and other... No. The people who know me best like me as a... Well, I know myself the best, and I don't like myself as a person. I guess other people do, though, so we'll go ahead and say yeah. I'm extremely sensitive to criticism. Yeah, my thick skin is... It depends. I'm not extremely sensitive, no. I get nervous performing in front of people, even when the task is something that I know by heart. Sometimes I do, yeah. The people around me seem happier than I do, yes. I often get the urge to touch walls on which wet paint, no. When I am ill, I become short-tempered. Bitch, I'm like that the way it is. In important matters, I usually follow my parents' advice, even when I disagree. I wouldn't say usually, no. It is possible that we live in a world where people can watch our every move. Yes. Sometimes, but then again, I get that urge, whenever I'm in a crowded place. It's called wanting to chokeslam someone else's kids. I like kids. Not when I'm trying to eat at a restaurant and someone's like, ah! It's okay to tell a white lie if it's guaranteed to freak. No. It is often pointless to try and discuss problems with other people. Nah. Easily embarrassed? Yeah, right. Children should be seen and not heard. No, I don't think that's true. I need to hear them as they cry into my glasses so that I can chill the tears properly before drinking them. I find it difficult to break the ice in conversations with. Sure. No. You can judge a person just fine by their first impressions. Now, whether that's correct. As you can see, I did so poorly on true and false questions in school. Because I just eviscerate the fucking question. And apparently you're not supposed to do that. One way of getting people to treat you fairly is to take an aggressive stance and make them win you over. Sure, that's one way. I think that questions like these, are stupid and meaningless. Nah. Please select the stage of life at which you would like to begin the game. Birth and infancy is fine. It has been 4 or 5 years since I played this one too, about the same time as I played Executive Suite. I think the last time I played the game I actually died. You can die in this. It's a simulator of real life. It was developed by some psychology-minded folks. One of them had a PhD. I forgot the exact names. I'm no scholar on the game. All I know is that this is Alter Ego, the male version, because I have a penis, and from what I learned in Kindergarten Cup, boys have a penis and girls have a vagina. There you go, if you didn't get the memo. Welcome to Birth and Infancy. Every man is the architect of his own fortune. Sallust, Gaius Sallustius Crispus, 86 BC to 34 BC. Speech to Caesar on the state. Section 1. Yeah, I look so adorable. Hey, baby grandma. Gay. You are in a warm, dark, comfortable place. This has been your place since you became aware that you are alive. It's almost time to enter a different world now. Dick. Motherfuckers. Yes, I can certainly understand how troublesome it can seem to be evicted unexpectedly. You have every right to feel angry. You were getting a little too big to be carried around in your mom's belly. Those backaches were really starting to get on her nerves. Besides, your dad had to suffer through a lot for the past couple of months, and wasn't exactly Mr. Sunshine either. He's still not, after all of these years. Get ready to be born in a flurry of waving arms, screams, and a slap on the bottom. Gay. Happy birthday, and welcome to the world. From now on, life will begin to change rapidly. You will have to learn to accept responsibility, build up your resources, and manage yourself physically and emotionally. I still haven't learned how to do that. The events that transpire over the course of the next few days include your rich aunt Martha places a $500 bond in trust for you. You are the most beautiful baby in the maternity ward, and everyone takes your picture. Yeah, you cute little baby, Grimith. Your father buys you a baseball bat and glove for you to use in a year or so when you get older. That's cool. Let's go ahead and move on with this. This is an area where we can select which scenario we'd like to do. Is that not awesome or what? Let's start with this one. A woman walks into a room holding a blanket and a bottle with warm white liquid. Ooh, I shall be happy and I will coo at her. Nothing like a nice warm bottle and a quick hug from mom to get a kid ready to face the world. As she walks toward you with the bottle, she sees you smiling and interprets this as a sign that you want to play with her. She picks you up and holds you for 10 minutes. This presents you with quite a dilemma. Keep making noises. Having to delay being fed is uncomfortable, but you are beginning to learn how important human contact is for survival. Your overall stress level increases, but socially you score a big plus. Woohoo! I actually forgot how to check my levels. Hold on one moment. I'm gonna pause the video and pull up my instruction manual. BRB lol. Okay, so it should be the escape button? Yes. Alter ego life sphere status. Woohoo! I am unattached. That's awesome. Familial relations. Woohoo! I'm not that very intellectual though. Boo! I'm a dumb baby. Damn it. My expressiveness is great. My gentleness, not so much. So sweet, I have $961. I think that's almost as much money as I have right now. Well, no, I have a bit more. It's just more dedicated to things. So yeah, each of these cards here relates to an experience that you can undergo. You should not have enough time to see all of them. Like, there's a huge tree here that you can go up and down, but I think you get too old to undergo all of those. But I like going from the bottom to the top. It just seems right to do so. So let's go ahead and and this screen should take care of. Alright, it just shows age. You don't have very many skills yet. As a matter of fact, life is pretty boring. Boo. I am restless and irritable, and I look around. Feel like you're going stir crazy? I can just imagine. The room is filled with bright colors, but you have trouble focusing on any of them. Calm yourself down. A remarkable baby. Keeping calm can be very difficult, but if you start practicing this early, you will surely avoid ulcers later on. Good. Remain awake. You really should try to get some rest. Infants need a lot of sleep. Care to take a nap? No. Overactivity, even at a very early age, can be a bad sign. Please try to get some rest. Okay. I guess it didn't register me doing this, or maybe I can do these ones again. I forget. Escape. There we go, I got rid of it. I think that just means that it skipped it, though, and I didn't get any thanks. You got me. Lying on your stomach in the crib, you notice an interesting object an arm's distance away. It has a round shape at the top and a ring at the bottom. It doesn't matter. It was just an experience. Regardless, we're moving on. I'll get over it. I am determined, and I will grasp for the object. You have the fighting spirit of your Uncle Bill. You sneak and crawl on your belly like a combat soldier heading into battle. You reach your destination, grasp the rattle confidently, and drool on it in victory. Intellectual sphere shows a marked increase. Excellent. Emit a pleasurable yell. This stimulates vocal cords and language centers in your brain. You baby Grimith. Good language skills are essential to development. Intellectual sphere increases. If no one is looking, give a little yell yourself for choosing this option. Yay! Go on, did you do it? Yes. Good. I just gave you some extra social points for being a good sport. Thanks. You are lying on the floor of a big room on a soft furry blanket. You are on your back staring at shadows that sometimes creep across the ceiling. Every so often, Mom or Dad passes by and makes a funny face. Your hands grope in all directions and your feet pat the floor gently, almost out of control. I am happy, and I shall make an O shape with my mouth. You pucker your cheeks in and out and take short, quick breaths. The skin on your face feels alternately tight and loose. A person walks by and twirls their fingers at you. What? Turn toward the person. You are too young to keep the person in view for a long time. Whoever it is, he moves past in a blur. Aww. You are lying down in your crib and are greeted by a nosy neighbor who has a child just around your age. The neighbor says, "My, look at that funny little nose." She turns to your mother and adds, "Don't worry, dear. I hear that noses are the last thing to look truly human." She picks you up. I am angry, and I will collect a mouthful of drool. A nice puddle of saliva has formed on the inside of your mouth. I think I will open my mouth and drool on the neighbor. Splash! A gooey stream showers your neighbor's face and hands, while you give her a glassy-eyed smile. She places you back in the crib and excuses herself. Bitch. You are lying down in the crib while your mom and dad are speaking in the other room. You hear their voices, deep and muffled from beyond the door. Why aren't they paying attention to you? I will be happy and sleep. It's okay. I don't want to be bothered all the damn time. It's very considerate of you to leave your parents with some time alone together. It does seem like a perfect opportunity to attract some tension, however. You have a comfortable nap and wake up feeling hungry. I shall make noises. You make a variety of noises using your mouth, lips, and saliva. You make them over and over again. La 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 la, ga. Suddenly, your mom comes in. Be quiet and attentive. Your mom lifts you up and gives you your feeding. Her comforting satisfies you emotionally. Yay! Make noises. This brings Mom closer to you. She smiles at you and this makes you feel very excited. You pound your hands up and down on the crib mattress and move your feet like a person riding a bicycle. You begin to notice that your sounds and movement create responses from others. Make sounds at Mom. Breathe. Gaga. Da. Ma. Your mom hears this combination and gets excited. This causes you to say it over and over. Your mom is reinforcing this combination of sounds with attention, and you are reinforcing her attention with the sounds, keeping her close to you. This marks the beginning of language development and is a very significant moment in your life. Intellectual, emotional, and social spheres increase. Excellent. You have just awakened from a nice long nap. Your mom comes in the room and wants to hold you. So I shall be happy and smile at her. This is a great way to make a new mom feel good. Your consideration earns you points in many spheres. You will find that as life progresses, pleasing mother becomes harder and harder. True story. In a few years, it will take doing chores and going to the store. Before you know it, she'll want you to become a doctor or a lawyer. Enjoy your infancy while you can. Your mom picks you up so that your face touches her face. I will move my mouth at my mom. You just gave your first kiss. Mwah! This may not seem like a very big deal to you, but it is very important for your mother. The bad part is that now you will have to repeat this act until your entire family becomes aware of your new talent. Damn! You can avoid kissing overly affectionate relatives by dribbling on them at just the right moment. Excellent. It's time to go to Aunt Lucy's house. It's chilly outside and you need to be dressed in a coverall type suit. Playful and go lip. This is one of your favorite games. Mommy knows how uncomfortable the suit is and tries to distract you by making faces and singing the Go Bye Bye song. Parents are always singing because they know that music will often soothe the savage child. This makes you laugh, which in turn causes even greater difficulty to your mom. It becomes a vicious cycle until Grandma intervenes. When Grandma tries to help you, get into my suit. What excellent judgment. You have succeeded in having some fun, albeit at someone else's expense, in a somewhat uncomfortable situation. Using humor to deal with uncomfortable situations is a very healthy response. I agree. You sweet, I game shit. I'm a badass. You are quietly playing with your father's brand new electronic calculator. Look, the back of it lifts off very easily. I am inquisitive, and I will look, touch, and take apart. Your little fingers make efficient pliers. You pluck out the electronic components, tasting one or two as you go along. They are definitely not for eating. You know Dad will be pleased that you are fixing his toy. Excellent! You are exploring the playpen and are feeling very lively. Like a prize fighter, you grab hold of the playpen bars and shake back and forth, flexing your knees. I am determined, and I will take some steps. You are showing early signs of confidence mixed with just the right amount of risk-taking. Success comes easily and naturally as you take a leisurely but wobbly stroll to the other side of the crib. Which way to the Olympics? Cool. Alright, let's do this. Mom and Dad are entertaining some friends, and you are minding your own business, sitting quietly in a corner of the room. Suddenly, a man with a big nose and a shiny head puts his face right up to yours and says something in a loud voice. What the fuck? Hit the man in the nose. A large target and you hit it dead center. You reacted offensively to a potentially terrifying situation. You are learning to stick up for yourself. But don't forget to rely on your parents. They might have helped in this situation. You are sitting in your high chair, eating your lunch, which consists of crackers, strained peas, and a mug of milk. You are just learning how to eat with utensils. Awesome! So my face is a utensil, right? So I can put my face in the mug of milk. Yum, 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 yum. I am curious and pick up Super Duck plastic drinking cup. First you put the back end of the spoon in your mouth. You then lift the cup with both hands and try blowing through the spoon as if it were a straw. Nothing happens. Keep playing with the spoon and cup. Curiosity and persistence are early signs of an inventive personality. One day during late childhood, you may find yourself attempting to rewire the electric hair dryer and have a shocking experience. Great. For now, you stir the milk rapidly with the spoon. It makes bubbles! It bounces out of the cup and hits you in the face. It causes the cup to fly off the tray and spill over the floor. This is great. Your mother fails to understand the true significance of your discoveries, but acts surprisingly tolerant. Uh-oh. Though, it's like I said, each card relates to a different thing. I find physical ones, though, if memory serves, although it's been a long time, physical ones are the most dangerous, I think. While being taken to the park, your dad meets an old college buddy who is wheeling a baby about your age. As the two dads talk, you casually begin to eye the baby in the other carriage. Curious. I'm not going to put my finger near the other baby's face, though. That'd be, like, rude. Okay, I guess I'll put my finger near the other baby's face, then. A baby! You wonder if it has all the same parts as you. Touch the baby's arm, not the face. The baby touches you back. You are exploring the environment and learning about one another. This causes your intellectual and social spheres to increase. You seem to like one another. You've made your first friend. Daw, if only it were that easy for me to make friends. Up until this point in life, Weasley Wabbit, your stuffed toy, has been one of your best friends. You take him everywhere with you, but he is beginning to get on in years. Excuse me. One of his ears is torn off, and a recent eye injury has made his face look a little lopsided. It is suggested that Weasley should be retired. You wake up one day to discover Weasley has been moved from the place where you last spotted him. Suspicious? Seek information. You confront Mom with the fact that Weasley was not in the spot where he was last deposited. She claims to not have seen him either. You are not satisfied with this answer. Wisely, you persist. This time she tells you that Weasley left because he wanted to be with friends who were more like him. She tells you that next week you will have a new visitor, a brand new friend who will be just as nice as Weasley. You are not satisfied. I never was, whenever my mom forcibly took away my stuffed animals. Pissed me off. Bravo! Don't fall for that line of bull. Parents are great at fabricating stories like this when they make mistakes. You will not get your Weasley rabbit back, but your intelligence and perseverance in this situation makes it harder for your parents to tell you made-up stories to cover their mistakes. Although, you know, if they could have lied to me convincingly, that'd have been cool. So how am I doing right now? 1 year old, 5 months. Have some great spheres here, although my vocational one appears not to be that good. Apparently my gentleness is pretty low. Surprising absolutely nobody. Alright, let's go here. You are alone in the kitchen and begin exploring the closets and refrigerator. I'm curious but cautious and move toward refrigerator. You have a grand time examining and smelling many of the items in the kitchen. You are young, but have obviously learned that many things can hurt you if you put them in your mouth. You should know that some of the other choices could have led to your early death as a result of accidental poisoning. Your judgment is superb and will help you in later life. This game doesn't fucking play, children. Welcome to life. You are touching something smooth and shiny. You pat it with your hand a few times. I am confused and keep touching. It is flat and a little cool. Wait a minute, there's a baby in there. Who is that baby? That baby is me. That's right. You are looking at yourself in a mirror. Isn't that a beautiful baby? No. Oh, what the hell?
Yes, you really right, you so cute.
You really are quite stunning. You are developing a positive self-image. If only that would last. It is announced to you during a heart-to-heart talk that it is time for you to give up the bottle and drink from a glass like a big boy. Oh, I'm disappointed, but willing to try. Mom understands how difficult it is to let go of an old friend and appreciates your effort. She has a box for you. Open the box. Oh boy! A plastic Super Duck drinking cup with bendable straw. Look at this! It even has your name on it. Mom tells you Super Duck wrote it there himself. Mom is laying it on a bit thick at the moment. Let's head here. You are sitting in a large place, and a furry man walks up to you. He's walking around you in circles. Furry man? I shall be curious and make noises at him. You yell out to the furry man, and he walks over to you. He makes a noise that sounds like this. Ruff! Then he sits on your leg. Grab the furry man by the head. You grab his head between your two hands. Hey, that man is licking you all over the face. Mommy says he's kissing you. Lick the furry man in the face. His nose is cold and the hairs tickle your face. He tastes very salty and has bad breath. Oh. Moving right along here. You are in a large department store waiting in line, and there is an extremely well-endowed woman standing in front of you. She smiles. It looks like she may be an interesting person to talk to. Inquisitive, and ask her questions. Which questions would you like to answer? Mommy said that Daddy has... I tried very hard to pinch a penny link. Do you have a doggy? She tells you no doggy, only a cat. You inform her that Daddy said that that's what they cook in the restaurant on the corner. Perhaps you are interested in asking something else. Which question would you like to answer? Do you have a husband? She tells you that she does have a husband. Aww. I guess I could have made the whole mommy, daddy, thick skull joke. I thought I would have gotten another question, though. I am sad. I guess I left something back here. You are a guest at your friend Billy's house. His mom gives you both a box of crowns and 2 pieces of paper. I am artistic, or try to be, and draw on the paper rather than on the wall, which I have done before. Drawn and doodled many things on walls in my day.
What? I was just embracing my artistic side, Mom. Why you gotta be mad?
You are behaving yourself very nicely so far. You draw a pretty picture. I will give it to my mom. A very nice gesture. You can have a good time at someone else's house for a short while, but there's no place like home. I could have given it to Billy's mom, but that would have been weird. You are alone in your parents' bedroom. There's a shiny silver quarter on the table. I will be... Well, I don't know what money is, do I? I guess I'll leave the quarter alone, though. This might have been a tough decision for you. At your age and even sometimes into adulthood, honesty is often less than clear-cut. Bitch, it is still not clear-cut for me. You might have figured that you had nothing to gain by stealing the quarter. You were right about that, indeed. Now, if it had been something more worthwhile to steal. Yeah. Daddy says it's time to go to bed. I asked to stay up a little while longer. Your father sees you are tired and irritable and says, come on, I'll take you. You say, fine, I'll just stay up and read or something. Good night, Dad says, I love you. Aww. It's Saturday morning and Dad asks you to help with some chores. The Super Duck cartoon hour has just begun. Damn it. I guess, since, he provided the television and everything. I really want to watch cartoons. Do we have, like, TiVo or something? DVR, something I can use to watch this later? Yeah, sure. Okay. Fine. What a good boy. Dad makes you feel very important. You use your own special plastic tools to help him. As a reward, Dad takes out a big ball. You throw out your hands. The ball hits your body, and you squeeze it between your chin and your chest. You caught it! Yay! How old am I now? 2 years and 3 months. Got it. You are in the sandbox, playing with your favorite toy. A larger, stronger child pulls it away from you and screams, mine! Angry. Grab it back. The child seems much stronger than you. He puts 3 fingers in your mouth and tries to push you away. He is holding the metal toy above your head. I'll do what I did to my brother back when I was a kid. Although for years I ended up doing this to him. Because he ended up being much taller than I was. Like, imagine being under 4 feet tall and dealing with a brother 7 years older than you and standing at 6'4". I bit him. And that was a great equalizer there. More exposed skin due to his height, so I could latch onto his legs quite nicely. Crash. Oh, the metal toy comes down right on your head. Crash again. Crash again. You are beginning to feel dizzy. You cry out. Crash, crash. He finally stops, but your head and face are covered with blood. I guess I should have tried to get an adult. His mother takes him away before either one of your parents can tell what happened. He was a problem child with very aggressive tendencies. He has done this to other children, too. You were treated unfairly. Dick. It's not fair. Familial, so physical, yeah. Oof. Calmness, gentleness, yeah. Oh well. Life isn't fair, sadly. Time to feed the fish. You pinch a small amount of fish food between your fingers and tap on the glass. There is no sign of Gabriella. I'm confused, and look for Gabriella. You put your hand in the fishbowl and look for Gabriella. She is stuck under a rock. She is stiff, and her eyes are puffed out. You think that she might be sick. I'm going to call for Mom to help me on this one. Gabby floats up to the surface from under a big gray rock. Her eyes seem very puffy, and her body is stiff. You are relieved to see she hasn't jumped out of the bowl. I'm going to ask Mom about Gabby. Mom stutters through the answers to your questions. She is uncomfortable and sad. Mom explains that Gabby can't swim anymore. Mom says she's dead, that she's gone away. How can that be? She's right there. What is dead, you wonder? You are confused. Mommy says that Gabby has to be taken out of the bowl. I want to keep her in a box in my drawer. You really can't do that. Gabby will start to smell the drawer. You still don't understand what this is all about, but tomorrow you will start to miss the ritual of feeding her. Damn. You are in the back seat of the car during a very long ride. I am active. And I'm not going to ask questions. You want to know why? Because I was a kid and I used to do that. Dad, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? You know what happened? Backhand. Let's play some games. Your mom has taken along some picture books and coloring books for you to play with. What would you like to do? Play games with Mom. You watch the cars pass you on the road. She uses the cars to try to teach you some of the colors. Let's see if you learned any. There is a car that is covered with snow. What color is the car? White. What? No, the snow is white, the car is red. There was nothing to tell me that the car was red, unless I really wasn't paying attention. I thought it was like the child's way of interpreting it. So, like, if the car looks like it's covered with snow, it's actually white. God damn it. Fuck you, game. You were eating at the house of one of your parents' friends. You were told by your mother to be on your best behavior. Something that you ate has disagreed with you, and now you feel very sick. I need to call Mom to tell her. Mom puts you off for a bit. You can't say you didn't try to warn her. Your stomach rumbles. Blech. You throw up all over everything. Mom is angry at herself and embarrassed. I tried to tell her. You know, didn't go wandering around on my own. Wanted to see if I could get some help there. And, you see? Thanks, Mom. Appreciate it. You are still not completely familiar with using the toilet. It is still quite fascinating to you. You have just finished and you have cleaned yourself like a big boy. I am curious. And watch the toilet paper disappear into the toilet. Whoosh! You watch a long ribbon of paper spin and disappear into the bowl. That was cool. Let's do something else. You can do one of the following. Leave the bathroom. You have resisted a strong temptation. You deserve a cookie. There are some on the table over there. Would you like to take one? No. Leave them alone. Boy, you are a hard one to fool. You seem to be growing up to be a real goody two-shoes. We'll see how good you are at remaining this way when someone offers you your first drink of alcohol when you are still underage. Yeah, my dad did that when I was 4. Silly game. Does not realize how crazy my parents are. The phone rings while Daddy is ironing a shirt. He must leave you alone in the room with the iron. I will be cautious and help Dad iron the shirt. Oh, well, I'm not gonna be helpful in this situation. No, play quietly. Dad realizes that you are alone with the hot iron and calls you into him. You run into the room and trip over the iron cord. The iron falls on the floor and burns a hole in the carpet. It is not your fault. Dad should not have left the iron on. For shame. Okay. Phew. This is long. My throat's getting hoarse. Dad must get his teeth fixed, and you must go with him to the dentist. Mom is busy at work and Dad couldn't find a sitter. You sit in the waiting room for a very, very long time. Dad must run out and put money in the parking meter. Dad sits you on the floor, gives you a magazine to leaf through, and tells you to behave. I will be patient and remove my shoes. Oh, God damn it. I like to relax. I've removed my shoes in public places. Just crack my feet. Size 15 shoes are still confining for me. I will be mischievous and remove my shoes. Now you're feeling a bit more comfortable. A nosy lady spies you from the corner of her eye. What's she looking at? Your sock is crooked. Remove the sock. Funny thing about socks, the way they stretch all the way out before they snap off your feet. You decide to take both of them off. The lady looks at you again. Where's Dad? I would like to visit the nurse on the other side of the big glass. The nurse is too busy to pay attention to you, even though you work up the courage to go right near her. Damn. I guess I'll go back and sit quietly. This sucks. What a well-behaved boy. You amuse yourself by looking through the magazines. What's this? A lady with no clothes on? Dad will never believe this. How silly. A group of your parents' closest friends have come over for dinner. You are fed early and put upstairs to entertain yourself. I will be curious and try to sneak downstairs. You can't get downstairs. Mom put a special fence in front of the stairs. It might be fun to see what you can do upstairs that your parents would normally not allow you to do. If you have to stay upstairs, you might as well have some fun, right? I will jump up and down on my parents' bed. Boing, 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 crash. Oh, no. Oh, you fall off the bed and land on the floor, knocking your head on the bedpost. Your mom rushes up the stairs. You are more afraid than in pain, but you get a lump on your head just the same. You sit on the couch downstairs for the rest of the night. This isn't as much fun as you thought it would be. You've just passed through infancy. A brief look at your life up to this time shows the following. Your family life has been positive and nurturant, and as a result you have begun to form the critical bonds that are important during this phase of life. Physically, you have been not a very healthy baby. Kind of tried to get back a toy that was taken by a much bigger child, but you know, I guess I'm like the underdog, I guess you could say like John Cena, except I couldn't pull out some attitude adjustment. I just made a wrestling reference. Socially, during this phase in life, nothing much is really expected of you. After all, you're still much too young to throw a successful cocktail party, and frankly, anyone who still dribbles on himself probably wouldn't make the ideal dinner guest. However, by now there are some things you should have mastered. Your progress in this area shows you have been the type of child who charms the lollipops off people. Getting to work on the panties. You have been the type of child who is huggable and gets his cheeks pinched by old ladies with bright red lipstick. I hated that. Now, regarding your emotional and personality development, what a trustworthy lad you are turning out to be. You will probably join the Boy Scouts of America in the next module. My parents wouldn't let me. On the one hand, your trustworthiness is a desired trait. On the other, I'm curious why you don't explore your environment a bit more. Get into things a bit. Because, you know, when I try, pain happens. For instance, haven't you ever wondered what's that zipper on the side of your mother's pillow is for? Well, then unzip it. Your thoughtfulness characteristic really doesn't count for much in this module. Most children often find themselves at the mercy of their whims and impulses. You are allowed to be cranky now. People will tolerate it much better than when you are a teenager. Then your whining and carrying on will seem more objectionable. True story. One thing about your character that has a tendency to put people off is your aggressiveness. You are the type of baby who likes to pull on loose pieces of clothing, hair, and any bulbous fleshy object that comes within your reach. No, I'm not. You are going to have to learn the meaning of make nice. It's because I punched a clown in the face and I decided that I wasn't going to give up my toy so easily. That wraps up your status for the first module. I hope you like yourself. If not, you can always try to improve yourself in the modules to come. There's plenty of time. Yay, welcome to childhood. Practice yourself, for heaven's sake, in little things, and then proceed to greater. Epictetus, 50 to 120 AD. Discourses, Book 1, Chapter 18. I'm tired. I'm done playing. No more. We're done, everybody. We're done. I guess I'll figure out a way to save the game. And that will take care of that. Damn, almost 40 minutes. No wonder why my throat's hoarse. Thank you all for tuning in to the infancy of my alter ego, where I did some violent things, learned some other things, and didn't get myself killed. Yes! I will be a success story! Although I think in childhood is the moment where I last played when I died, so yeah. Not all of these things should be fucked with. Yeah, hope you had some fun, everybody. This was Alter Ego Male Infancy with your host and DJ.